Hi everyone, I am Nu-Trix and today we're talking about the Mobile Music Pro Bounce Pro Pack 3 Melodic House. It's a sample pack and a MIDI pack part into one bundle. This is a sponsored video by Mobile Music Pro, but I wouldn't do this video if I didn't believe that this has value to anybody who wants to make melodic house music. It's not because they pay me that I talk about it. It's because I find this useful and I accept the money. But honestly, it's a cool pack. So we're going to go through this, explain what's part of the pack. So the Bounce Pro Pack 3 Melodic House is a pack of many things. First of all, you've got over 390 sounds, 39 drum loops, 29 bass loops, 44 chord loops, 38 melody loop, 154 drum one shots. So the same sound that you hear in the drum loops. You got 60 one shot, so different sounds. You got also sound effects, but also what's more important for me, but that's how I am, is you got the MIDI files for these things. So of course you've got the bass loop. But if you want to use that same melody of a bass, but with another instrument that you have as a virtual instrument, you also have the MIDI files, which is pretty awesome. This is part of a huge catalog of packs. You have free packs from mobilemusicpro.com that you can just download, and you get also guides on how to use your iPad for making music. It's really for iPad. And you have the Pro Packs. Now, the one we just have today will be part of the Pro Packs. So let's actually go back and show you the content of this. Before you do anything else, look at the ReadMe manual here. There's a ReadMe, you click on it. It's just a text file you can read anywhere with any software. But then you have the information. If you want to use Cubass's 2 drum kits, this is where you should extract and position the file so you can see it at the right place. So for all of these different packages that they offer inside the sample pack, it tells you how and where to position it so you could actually use them inside your favorite app. So if you want to use Sample Wiz 2, then this is how you do it. You unzip and you position it at the right place. You share a preset, blah, blah, blah. This is the steps to do it. So very, very clear. So if you don't know how to do it, read this file. It's called ReadMe. In the Pro Pack 3, the Bounce one, you have WAV files. Of course, you click on it. You have drum loops, drum kits, one shots, ambiances, bass loops, one shot for the bass, choir loops, chord loops, effects, instrument one shot, and melody loops. You have MIDI files. So the drum MIDI, the bass MIDI, the chords, and the melody. So you go bass. All of these are MIDI files, so you can just drop them in your favorite DAW and use them with your favorite synthesizer or sound module. In iOS, they already have prepared it for different instruments. So if you use, I don't know, Nano Studio, then you have already Nano Kits. So you can Nano Studio Kits, you just load that in, and it's going to work right into the presets of it. Same thing with Gadget, FAC drum kits, Cubasys, of course, Beatmaker, BeatHawk, and Cubasys 3. So these are just all different presets prepared for you, so you can just load in and use these as an instrument, right? Like mostly drum kits. And you have Apple loops, so basically just the same loops, but they can be used they're already prepared to be used in GarageBand and honestly, on your computer. I mean, this is made by Mobile Music Pro, but it doesn't have to be on the iOS. It could be installed on your computer and run with Live. That's why you also have here for Live. So they're already prepared for the kits inside Ableton Live. So it's all that. It all works. You've got a demo of different examples of sounds. Let's actually try just one so you have an example of. you got piano sounds, you got bass sounds, you've got drums. And the drums, they come in 3 different layers. If you go to drum loops, let's go here, wave, drum loops. You have all of the drums. You have the version of the beat, so just the kick and snare mostly. You get the full, so everything, and you got the top. So let's go beat, you have this. Kick snare, okay. Next one, the full thing. And the next one you have just the top. So the high end, hi-hat, and some percussive sounds. So it's easy for you to then use them separately. Keep in mind that all these sounds exist as drum kits or as single shots. So if you use one of the software that we saw there, you can just load the drum kits, and also you've got the MIDI file. So you can trigger the drum kit with the MIDI file and then create something else with that, or another variation of that drum. So that's pretty cool. Now, you know me, I'm using mostly now Zenbeats on my iPad, and there's no Zenbeats drum kits or kits ready, which is fine because I'll show you how to import these into Zenbeats and use them at different places in Zenbeats. So let's actually go. For the loops, it's very simple. I'm going to go plus audio track, and I'm going to the little gear engine. I go import, and I go select what I want. I want to have, let's say drum loops here. I want to start with the top only. And then the next here is going to be, I'm going to import the full, and then it's going to drop to just the beat. Okay, so I'm going to go. Very easy to work with. Let's switch to the next one. So you can easily imagine that just I'm building my stuff with that. So easy to start with. Same logic. I'm going to go here, a audio track. I'm going to go here. I'm going to load import. Instead of the drum now, I'm going to load, I don't know, bass line. I have no clue which one I'm going to take. I'm just going to go with the dry here. So it's the, okay, this one. So there's some a little bit of effects on it. I can go here and copy and paste on this one. So it's easy to go. You understand. It's easy to build around it. Next thing would be to actually load my own drum. Let's say I want to create drums on top of this, like when I'm on this one. Or if I go, I'm going to go copy, I'm going to go here, paste, I'm going to what I can do, I can take the drum here, and I can, classic stuff. Nothing special about it, but what I can do now is I can go into this one. I can click on this, I can see the sample and go load here by clicking on this thing. Okay, I'm clicking load, and I go into user. Instead of using all, I go into user, and I've got this little import window here. I can click on the import window. I can go into the drum kits or the one-shots here and say I want to load a kick, and I want to have this one. So if we click on this, that's the one I hear now. And I can go for this one again, click on the arrow, click on the import. I verify that I'm in user. These are other ones I just loaded in earlier. So I can go, I want to have this one. And I find, well, it's not loud enough. Okay. I want to be loud longer. I can. And I want to have effects just on this one. I'll go audio effects. I'm going to add, I don't know, a delay on this one. Whatever, you know, you can just build your stuff around that. So but now this is MIDI. We can also, I'm going to close this one. We can also, and this one, we can also go into plus and say, I'm going to add an instrument track, and I'm going to load, I don't know, Animog Z. And this I'm going to load now. Where is it? It's here. I'm going to load instead. I'm going to import. Now I cannot import audio file at that point because I'm in the MIDI track. So I'm going to go back to the MIDI section here, MIDI, and let's say I want to have this one's going to be the melodic. So I'm going to just pick random one. I have no clue what it is. Because now this is playing the Animog Z. It's very easy to play with. It's also very flexible. I love the fact that you've got all these already preset sounds you can play with. So if one of these software that you're using is there, you could just load in and use it. If not, it's easy to just import and make your own stuff. It's just like cool to play with. And I'm going to show you another song I just worked because while preparing for this video, I did start to make a song with that, and I really like it. I find it easy to, you know, get inspired with this. You go something like, you know. It's just like easy to make something cool with that. So great little package. The sound themselves, I mean, if you don't like that style, then there's a lot of other, you know, banks and sample pack you can look into. But this one is a really cool one. I like it. I like the sound of it. I like the fact that the MIDI comes with it. And then you just load your favorite stuff into this. Mobile Music Pro, Sample Pack 3, Bounce for Melodic House. But also look at everything they have. There's a lot of free banks or free packs to download. There's a lot of guides on how to use your stuff. Vortex from Mobile Music Pro has been an important part of the online iOS music community. So go see what he does. It's really cool, and it's really important and useful for anybody who wants to make iOS music. That's it, people. Stay safe, make more music, and see you soon. Cheers.